Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and while I've got my peppermint oil doing the trick right this minute, we're going to go ahead and do a video. Don't know how long I'll last talking, but we're going to try to get through this one. And if I don't think I can get all the way through it, I may just put some music on and let you guys watch. But what we're going to do, or try to do, is another one of Katie's belly bands. I wanted a long belly band for this little journal, tall journal. And I saw this one that she had made for me, and I thought, how cute. It's got a little pocket here. It's got a pocket on this side, and then a pocket here with a tag in it. So we're going to try our best to make this. I'm not exactly sure how she made it, but I'm going to try. Now, you need to cut your backing paper whatever size you need for your journal. I have cut mine a little bit longer, so I'm going to trim it off. This is one of the old document journals that I'm making, and I've got it 2 inches wide, and that's how wide hers is. So I'm going to cover mine with probably some of this paper. This is just like a document page, since this is a document journal. So I'm trying to figure out, Now I think I'm going to wrap mine. I don't think she wrapped hers. I think she cut the paper wide enough and folded it over. But since I'm using, this is like a drawing pad paper, it's pretty thick, then I'm just going to wrap mine around. I'll need a piece that's 3 inches, or maybe a little over. I may cut it a little over and always trim it down. And if I do have to stop talking and just let you watch the video, I'll try to type in as much as I can. And I am just splitting this down the middle, close to the middle. May not be exact. There we go. Okay. Alright, now this piece is going to go on this side. I'm going to cut just a little bit of that white off at the top. It's got a little white place on there. And then this one on this side. And as long as they meet in the middle, I don't think it really matters if they're exactly the same width. Now, let's see, what else did she do here? Hers is a pretty thick piece of paper. Mine is not quite so thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a score line down the edge of this. I'm just going to run a tiny little score line. I just want to put a little score in there. And all this is going to do is give me a place to fold over. And that's nowhere near straight, but maybe I can fold it straight. And the reason I'm folding that over is because it'll give this a little bit extra strength when I tuck my tags and things in there, instead of having that raw paper on the edge. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. And my big scoreboard's put away, so we're just going to use this one. I could go get it out, but I don't want to. I'm trying to do as much as I can before my jaw starts hurting again. And you guys gave me lots and lots of great advice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is feeling some better today. I did sleep pretty good last night, so it didn't hurt quite so bad. So I'm thinking maybe I may be on the mend. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is find the center of this, which should be 1 inch. And then I'm just going to mark that. And that doesn't look exactly straight to me. It's not. Okay, I had to straighten that up a little bit. It was a little bit crooked where I had cut it, which is not surprising. There we go. Now, all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to make sure that it comes up to that little notch that I made there, that little mark, and then it comes up to this little mark here. And I'm going to let a little bit of that hang over because I'm going to trim that off, since the top is just basically cream color. Alright, and now I'm just going to flip this over and hopefully I can fold this around. And I know, Katie, I'm doing it I'm doing it the tough way. But since I'm trying to use this paper that I have here, that's a little bit thicker, that's what I wanted to do. Now, if you're making this out of regular, thick cardstock or something, you don't have to do this. Just make your cardstock wider. But, I go about everything the hard way. Okay, let's see. Let's try to fold that pretty straight. And we should be good. Alright, let's see how that works. And I know right now this makes probably absolutely no sense to you. Just hang on. Hang on, hang on. Okay, we're just going to trim that off the top. And I'm going to trim it at the bottom. And then I'm going to run, I'm going to check one more time. It looks like it's pretty good. I'm going to run a bead of glue down through here. And then you just need to make sure that you're right up in that where you folded it, and then fold that over. We're going to glue that down. Okay, that don't look too bad. Not too bad. Oh me. Sometimes I tickle myself going about things the hard way. But it's life in my lane. Okay. So there is that side. Right there. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. Just going to bring them together as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to cover up most of this anyway. Let's see. And I don't even care if my words match up or not on there. That doesn't bother me. I'm going to cover a lot of that up, so not a biggie. Not a biggie. Now on this one, I'm just going to kind of mark where I need to fold and see if I can just fold it over that way. Let's see if that works. I always make adjustments to it since I'm folding it like this. Yep, that's going to work good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay, we're going to trim that top off right there. And make sure. Then we'll trim this bottom piece off. Okay. Now I'm going to glue this piece down right here. This is the front part of it. And remember, I'm doing this because this paper is kind of thin. So I just want to give it a little bit of extra strength. It is really cold and rainy here today. It has come a flood and a half. Let's go ahead and put some glue on this. And I think I'm going to flip it over just so I can look at it when I'm putting it down. Yeah, it's rained some cats and bullfrogs, I think, today. Okay, it's been a mess out there. Right, now all I need to do is figure out where I want to glue these pieces down, because she glued right in here to make her little side tuck pockets. So I need to figure out how big I want to make my side tuck pockets. And which way I want my first one to go. Let's see. Alright, I want my first one to go that way. So I'm going to glue right here at the top. I'm going to glue that down. A little bit crooked right there. And then I probably want it to come down to about right there, maybe. Let's see. Right here. I'll make a little mark there. And then this one we can glue down all the way to right there. So let me make a mark on this side too, so that I don't go over that. So all of this we can glue down. Okay, and then right here, put a little bit of glue, just a little bead out through there. And that's your first little tuck pocket. Let me get something in so you can see that. That's our first little tuck right there. We'll erase those marks. Okay, then we want one to go this way. So I think we'll go down to about right here. So on this side, we'll glue that down. And then on this side, all we're going to glue is one little bead right out through there. Right there. And that's going to leave our little tuck this way. Okay, and then down at the bottom, she put a little pocket across here so that she could have this little tag going in this way. So we're going to do that at the bottom. And it's 1 1/4. Oh, it's flooding again. I hope my roof's going to hold up to this. That's what worries me. I keep looking up to see if I've got any new leaks. With this rain, if it doesn't leak, it's going to be good. Because I can't afford a new roof right now. It's just going to have to wait. And I've got a guy that said that he would come out and try to repair it for me until next year. But the problem is, he can't come out and repair it until it stops raining. And so far, we've had rain, I don't know how many days in a row. Alright, I cut this 1 1/4, but you want it wider than this because you're going to wrap it to the back. So, I've got it 3 inches. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Let's just do this. So I'm just putting it on another piece of this because that paper was so thick that I had, it wouldn't have wrapped around well. So this will work. Just kind of center it up. Now the reason we turn that around to the back is so that you'll have a full pocket here. If you had glued it down on the edges, you wouldn't have had a full pocket. Okay, now you see we've got our little pocket down there. We just glued that bottom together. All right, and we're going to decorate that up so you'll be able to tell there's something else there, a pocket there. Right, now let's take a look at Katie's again. And I don't know if these will be about, yeah, that's going to be about the size that I need right there. So see, I'm going to need a larger one for the top. This one will work well for here, but the top one I'm going to need one a little bit larger, a little bit longer. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut one of these. And I'm just going to use some scrap paper to cut these out with. Oh, I like that little tag in there. See, all that is that little, it's a little T card. Little girl, so I'm going to tuck that in there. I like that. I may put something else on it right here, but I like that, so I'm not going to do anything else to that, and it's the perfect size. This one will cut. Let me grab some paper. Okay, just got a little scrap out of my stash, and let's see. Going to cut this white edge off. I'm trying to get most of that on there. See if it works. Okay. Then we'll trim this off. Whew, thankfully, so far so good, guys. I had to stop out once and just take me a little short break and do some exercises. I try to do the exercises that they told me to do with it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it makes it hurt worse. So one of those things you got to deal with, I guess. It's what life is full of. Okay, that does good. Now I'm going to back this because this is very thin. And I've just got some scraps of coffee dyed paper here. I think I'll back it with this one. This one's pretty thick. Oh my goodness, do you hear the rain? I'm ready for spring. And not spring rains, but just spring weather. And no rain for a while. But I know that get sent what we need. Evidently we need it. Just pray that all of my roof and everything holds up. If it does, I'll be good. I'll take what the Lord sends. And if it doesn't, I'll still be good. I mean, what else can I do? Okay, let's put a little ink around it. And I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on this. Okay. Then I'm going to take just a tiny little piece of this. And this is just some old document. And I'm going to run it right down through there. I hope you can see well enough. It's really, really black outside. It's like, well, my night lights are on. That's how dark it is. Okay. I think I'll put that there. And then I'm just going to put another one up here. Just to kind of balance it out. These are out of the little Tim Holtz, I think it's Curator. I think that's the name of it. They're just little small embellishments. And a little bit of ink around the edge. And that little card is made. I love that. Okay, that goes right in there. Now, I didn't ink these edges, and I should have. So I'm going to go in there and try to ink them now. There we go. And then ink this little piece down here. And there we go. So if you forget inking, you can always go back and add it. Alright, so that's going to go there. And this one is going to go in here, but we want to put something else on there. Again, I'm just going to use a tiny little piece of this. There we go. Oops, stuck to my finger. And then we'll put something on there. Okay, I'm going to cut a little piece of this. And this is just a little flower sticker. Put that right there. I think it goes well with the yellow up on this side. And then I've got this little piece. It's got a little yellow in it. I'm going to put that up on the corner. And then this little bitty piece. I love this little bitty ephemera that's in that pack. It's going to go right there. Let's see. Make sure we get it the right way up. Like that. And there's that little piece. I think that's cute. Alright, gonna stick that in there. Now we need to make a little tag for here. This one fits perfect. So let's make it this size. Now I'm going to use a piece of this time. A piece of this time. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cover the back with this. Now we just need some paper to cover the front. And I'm just going to grab a piece of this because most of this is going to be covered anyway. Just a scrap. Okay, and then we'll cut it in a tag shape, and I'm just going to use hers for a template. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead, ink the edges. Okay, then we can decorate this. So let's see what we want to do. I'm going to use a little piece of book page on the bottom. This is very, very, very old and brittle. So we'll glue that down there. Okay, I just tore around it, made it look a little bit rougher. And you can always take your scissors, just rough it up a little bit. Scissors. Melanie said, "Mom, you sound like you got a lisp." I said, well, when you can't open one side of your mouth, you do. Alright, now we'll put, she put a little girl on her, so let's see if we got a little. That's cute, but her little face is just too small. Let's try one of these and see if we have a little girl in here. I don't know if these are all adult. There's a sweet little girl right there. These are all Tim Holtz. And I'm just doing my scissors back and forth to make it look jagged, rough. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. That. And then, let's see. Alright, we need something behind her. Got two little scraps here. This is just a piece of old scrap from an old calendar. Okay, that'll work. Alright. Then I want to put her there. So I need something right here. Okay, I'm going to grab just another little small T card. And we'll cut that out. Let's see. I think I'm going to cut it with my decal scissors. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's ink it up a little bit. I love these little T cards. Okay, and I wanted that to come up over the little girl just a little bit. on the bottom. And then we'll glue her down.
That little girl looks kind of like a little friend of ours' daughter. She resembles her a lot. Except Pinky doesn't have curly hair, her hair's straight. Okay. And then I'm going to label right here.
Right, and that should go, yep, right in there. It does. Oh, I like that. That's cute. But we're going to do a little bit of embellishing on here. And here, all you need is scraps. That just broke right off. Oh well, we'll put a piece of it down here. Told you that book page is old. A little piece of doily here. I'm going to ink it up. Oops, I keep sliding up. Here's another scrap piece of doily. So all you need is scraps on this part. So all those little tiny pieces that you've been saving back and you really don't know what to do with, put them on here. Okay, I just pulled out quite a few little tiny pieces. Don't know what I'll use and what I want, but we'll see. It's just a little tiny piece of vellum. And I think down here we'll put this little piece. And I'm going to put this little circle up there at the top. I got this a little half a piece of ephemera. So I think I'll put it right there. And we're going to bring it over this way. There we go. And let's see. I think I might put that one there, or let me see if I've got a stamp that I'd rather use. Let's go with that stamp. It's kind of dark and it brings out some of the other darkness down through there. Okay. And let's see, I think that might be it. I don't think I want anything else on there. I think that's enough. Tuck our little girl in. And there it is. Now let's make sure it fits. Yep, perfect. So we'll glue it at the top and at the bottom, and it'll go in this journal. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you give this a try, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.